Hello, welcome back to Blender Sushi Live Modding. In this episode, I want to use the new Box MK2 update for sverchok add-on in Blender. So yeah, I will do a bit of improvisation, but we're gonna make something like this. It's actually really easy to create. So let's get started. So a simple box is actually quite robust in sverchok, especially with the latest update. So we have a box, and you notice there's a bit of new option, center bottom corner, and matrix. That's actually really powerful. I'm gonna show you really quickly. First of all, if you create the matrix for the box, you actually have options to rotate the box in any axis you want. 0, 0, 1. This is the Z axis, and you can scale it now very quickly, and you can position. And the thing with sverchok is that you can often bring in a lot of like multiple values, and this will vectorize automatically. So if we use something like a plane, we got this. So it's very easy, and quickly you can create some kind of arrangement using just a simple box. Let's say if instead of using plane, we are using, let's say, vector P. Plug this into the positions, and right away we have how many? 24 objects, 24 cube. And if you want to randomize the cube, you can, of course. If you use random vector, if you have the right number of vector, this will randomize our cube very quickly. Okay, so that's one thing. So how many do we have actually? Okay, 32. So it's really dependent on the number of cube we have. And of course, the rotation also can be randomized if you like. So you don't even need to use the apply matrix apply anymore. You notice, however, this one is generating multiple objects, so be careful with that. But you can always merge it. So this is a single object, and you can make a duplicate. You can randomize the seed. Oh, okay, this doesn't seem to randomize. Okay, let's see. There you go. You can make another duplicate, randomize the seed, duplicate again. So yeah, this is very cool, I think. Let's say you can also, oh, by the way, if we are using random vector, be careful because there's like negative value. So if you look at it with face orientation, of course some of them is flip, so be careful with that. If you don't want that, let's delete everything, save this file, save as box mk2. This is my way to do it. Usually I use vector out from this guy, and then use vector in, and then put absolute value in between. I think we need a quick way to do this. Alright, so now if we check again, face orientation, it's all positive. Alright, so this I think should be made into preset. This guy. A way to make vector output is always positive. Okay, so now we can have 64 objects with, so okay, we need to match the number of points into this guy. So random this length. So get the length of the points, get the total number of these points, and exactly that's 64. Plug this there. Okay, so we have a way to randomize a bunch of objects, scale, etc. You can actually merge this then. So this vector P is pretty cool like that. And now we can also do something a little bit more. Instead of merging over here, we can use Boolean, enable accumulate nested, and join. This sverchok Boolean is not like Blender Boolean modifier. It's actually a completely different method, but you can use it in an interesting way. Like in this case, we are gonna be doing Boolean to 64 objects, and it actually takes quite long. Maybe I should reduce the number. Right, we should be using somehow. So let me reopen. So basically I'm using Boolean at the end. So file save as. Maybe reduce the number 3 by 3 by 3, 27 of them, and we can scale. Hopefully this is not too hard for our CSV Boolean. Let's hope so. Beamers. Fewer beamers, maybe slower than fewer draw. Okay, let's do this. Join. So as soon as I plug the vertices, it's calculating the result. All right. It seems to be taking too long time. I'm gonna show you the example that's actually working. 27 Boolean. See, 27 Boolean also taking quite a while. So what I really want to show you is this. So over here, this is an older setup that I made earlier. I'm actually using matrix apply here instead of using this matrix. However, I can just simply disconnect this guy, plug this in there. Okay, the same thing. Yep, this one works. Only 10 objects. Boolean, this Boolean joins everything out of the box and get rid of whatever inside it has. And yeah, this one works faster. And for every frame changes, it kind of generates a new shape for us. Alright, so this is really how it should work. Let me explain a little bit here. We have number range, frame info multiplier. This one is generating 10 different numbers each time the frame is updated. Plug this into the seed of the random vector. This is the one that's making it positive. For the scale, we don't rotate here. I think the rotation, this Boolean doesn't like rotated object, I guess. This one is still frozen. Oh no, okay, cool. Yeah, I think it's taking a while, but it's basically combining the box. It's almost like normal Boolean, but of course this is sverchok own Boolean, so it's different. And you can always add like extrude, separate faces, or use inset special. Let's see some polygon. polygon in. So inset and distance. There you go, something like that. Distance. And you can always turn on and off this part to get the whole once the inset is already created. It's kind of nice, very futuristic looking. Alright, so there you go. That's a quick look at this new box node in sverchok. Very, very powerful, and you can also center this out or use the corner. So that has a little bit more angle to it. Or let's put it on the bottom. Yep, that's a little bit more like a building, actually. Alright, hopefully you find this useful. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.